Al Gilani, born and raised in North Texas. He's currently the principal of the Big Red, which helps America First organizations, campaigns, elected officials, and advocacy groups further the vision and conservative values and the same bold energy as that which spearheaded by President Donald J. Trump. And prior to Al's work in political consulting, he worked for the Trump campaign in North Carolina in the 2022 presidential election, where his Raleigh-based team delivered the state for President Trump, despite the swing state being led by Governor Roy Cooper. He's also worked for the Georgia GOP for the Senate runoff races there, and he's held several roles with the Department of Education during the Trump administration, was the co-chair of the student section of TexPAC, which represents Texas medicine, and was the president of the American Medical Association in Dallas. He brings his skills in communications, media, fundraising, ground game, data, digital outreach, and strategy to help organizations and groups boost their national name ID and attain their America First agendas. And Al's also a year away from completing his MD and has plans to disrupt the current status quo of the American medical establishment, which he deems to be partially responsible.
I'll be really quick. This shouldn't take more than just a few minutes. I just wanted to say that the Whitt Project is one of the only organizations that's doing this kind of work on the front lines. There's a lot of organizations that say they do, pro-family type of programming and all of that, but no one is really doing, targeting pediatric gender reassignment. They might do that, and that might be one aspect of their portfolio, but people are not, they're not on the front lines doing this kind of work. And I guess I don't know. I guess Kevin might have stepped out just for a minute, but I just want to brag on him just for a minute that before he launched this to be like an official organization, he was doing this without the organization aspect of it, just as himself. And there's been times that he has been homeless. There's been times that he has been suicidal. He really has his heart in this, as you all know. So I would really like to ask you to give from your heart tonight. There are envelopes that are placed underneath your programs. So at the end of the night, if you feel moved to give a donation, you may do that. If you would like to write a check, you can make that check out to YPC. That's one of the sponsors of this event, and then they will be, every dollar raised will go towards continuing the activism and advocacy on both the local and national scale. And if you have a credit card you would like to use, you can see me or someone else at the desk at the end of the evening, and we can help you run that payment. And then I just want to also say that there's a lot of big money that's working against us, a lot of very big, big deep-seated interests, also many PACs who have paid off our politicians, two of which, Border Health PAC and UT Southwestern PAC. Both of these organizations have given large amounts, so we're up against very, very, very big foes. And then I also want to just say is that, these clinics, such as the ones at UT Southwestern, that's taxpayer money that's being used to fund these procedures. So that's something that we want to keep putting pressure on our elected officials to make sure that that our taxpayer dollars are not going towards those kinds of activities. And like I said, if you have any questions about giving, please feel free to see me after the program. Awesome. Thank you so much.